going to, for some reason, once again, it is not letting me go horizontal. Nope, that's not what we need. Turn that off. It's not letting me go horizontal, and that I set it up correctly. This makes me angry. Okay. All right, folks. This is really annoying. But as you can see, we are here. And, this really makes me mad. I guess that I'm going to have to do it like this, because this is an annoying way to have to watch softball, especially if you're on any sort of television. And I'm terribly sorry, everyone. I mean, I know I said there'd be no glitches, but there's clearly a glitch because this was supposed to be, I set it up so that it would be horizontal. Got Coach Sean Pratty here. How's the prep going for the game today?
Going all right. Getting the kids loosened up with some throwing to each other. And
good.
Yeah, I think we'll be ready to rock today.
Good. Okay. I am. Oh crud. Okay, I am going to have to do a new stream. Because this is not letting me go horizontal, and I'm very angry about it. So give me a second here, everybody. I did bring a backup device, so we're going to stream horizontally. Just a second, everybody. I'm going to go see if it'll let me go live from two places at once. Okay, and then I will share the link here in the chat.
I'm gonna the league is like as far as like recording games. I'm just gonna make sure we're right.
Yeah, I mean we're not recording; we're just broadcasting on our private channel for families. So. Once again, no, okay, maybe this isn't going to let me stream horizontally, go live. And now it wants me to change. Okay, well, this is really weird, everybody, because I don't know. Every time I try to do it horizontally, it tells me to change, rotate. Okay, so apparently I am live on this other broadcast. So let me get the link for that. We're going to copy this link and see if I can. Oh, this is so much fun. Okay, well, I'm terribly sorry, everybody. I'm just going to have to do this vertically. This really sucks. So now we're down to, okay, so let me do this, and then we're going to, How you doing?
Good. I don't think this will be any kind of problem, but for the out of play area here, it starts right here.
Oh, it starts right there? Okay.
As long as you're, in other words, the ball's rolling right here and it rolls into the black, we're out of play.
Okay.
So as long as you're in that corner, we're good.
Great. All right. Thank you so much. All right, we got coaches and captains being called over. That means we are about to start. Right here, I will zoom in a little bit so that we can get a better angle on. No sound. Oh, but some people have sound. Okay. Okay, so let's see if I can. All right. Let me get my bag out of the way. So welcome. We are here for. We are here down at Dakota Middle School, home of your Rochester Raiders. And today the Raiders are playing against the Osseo Orioles. Okay. Okay. Captains are currently meeting with the officials.
She came over with her new husband.
Okay, so let me give you the rundown. All right, let me give you the rundown of the teams. First, the home team, Rochester Raiders. We have Sawyer Hansen, Eli Yoder, Jermaine Hardy, Caden Wilhelm, Tyler Woodman, Emery Diffendorfer, Alex Gifford, Cooper Morrissey, Leah Dieterman, Michael Brown, and Nate Barber. The Raiders are coached by Kayla Gannon, assisted by Tim Jacobson, Katie Yoder, Chaz Morris, and Stuart Batterson.
Visiting team, the Osseo Orioles, and your Rochester Raiders.
Yeah.
If you would please stand as you are able to remove your hats.
All right. Let's play ball, everybody. We give you the team roster for your Osseo Orioles. Number 2, Bennett Chili Pepper Listman. Number 3, Matthew Sprout. Number 4, Charlie Brisbane. 11 is Lincoln Searcy. Number 14, Emma Johnson. Number 15, Edward Yerrick. Number 16, Rashid Baya. Number 19, Ben Pfeiffer. Number 21, Jake Reed. 22, Julia Sheridan. 25, Joshua Plummer. 27, Kip Williams. 29, Everett Olson. 40, Caleb Plummer, and number 41, Evan Bartlett. Getting the word in the chat that the CI team just defeated Buffalo Monticello, St. Michael Albertville. You know what? We'll just call them the Coyotes. But they lost 12-4. Go Orioles. All right, so team is up to, my guess is that we're going to go with probably once again with Ben Pfeiffer leading off. But I don't want to speak for the coach there. All right. Rochester Raiders. Blowing the mic out just a bit. All right, thank you to my lovely wife. And move my microphone away. Also, I don't need to speak nearly as loud. In fact, I probably shouldn't because it's probably disturb the fans around me. Also, I will say I am very distracted here because there's an incredibly cute baby right by me. And, as much as I love softball and stuff, cute baby. Okay. You can see the Raiders have taken the... Oh, hey. Hi. No, you go ahead. Head on down. Go. Yeah, now's the time. Julia arriving. No, you're fine. It's all good. That's quite all right. First big away game. Yeah, first big travel. I get it. It's all good. All right, and now leading off for the Orioles, Ben Pfeiffer. him. And here's the pitch. Ben Pfeiffer. Oh! Tagged by Pfeiffer, but right to Leah Dieterman. Leah Dieterman, a senior for the Raiders, one of their finer players in all sports. Next up, Everett Olson.
Now batting number 29, Everett.
Here we go. All right. Okay. Takes a strike there. Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Everett Olson. Ooh, takes a cut at it, foul ball. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ooh, pasted and out. Once again, great contact by Everett Olson, but right where number 24, Alex Gifford, is for the Rochester Raiders. All right, next up is Lincoln Searcy. It's going to be flat. That's a ball. Hit by Lincoln down there, and he's safe at first. Lincoln with a single. All right, next up is number 41, Evan Bartlett. See if he can bring some of these players around. So bring Lincoln all the way around. Ooh, Evan, cautious swing by Evan Bartlett there. Goes foul. Orioles looking like they're playing a little tight after a long drive down here. Good hit, and no, that's gonna be safe. And back to third. So Lincoln takes third on the errant throw, and gets all the way over to third. Bartlett at first, and now up is number 40, Caleb Plummer. Two outs. Runners on first and third. And he gets a hit. Excellent. All right, and there's a run. Lincoln scores. Fielder's choice over to third to kill the play. Bartlett is able to take second. Caleb Plummer is at first, and I believe next up is Chili Pepper Listman. Chili Pepper, of course, had the game-winning hit to bring in Lincoln Searcy the other night. Got the game-winning RBI. So we have runners on first and second. Chili Pepper's up with 2 downs. So really hope Chili can get some power behind this one. Okay, Coach Ben is kind of blocking the view there, so just have to trust me. Chili Pepper looks great. Ooh, strike 1. Okay. Here he goes. Ben Pfeiffer is running for Chili. Oh. Okay, that's 2 strikes to Bennett. Okay, just relax. There you go, bud. Okay. There goes Chili. Oh, right back to the pitcher. Excellent catch by the pitcher. That is 3 outs for the Orioles, and the Orioles strike blood first. Get 1 run at the top of the first inning, and now the Rochester Raiders will be up to bat. Take you around the horn. We have Rashid Bea at catcher. Evan Bartlett at first base. Everett Olson playing the gap between 1 and 2. We have Matthew Sprout at second base in the chair. And over in the chair on third base is Chili Pepper Listman. At shortstop, it is Ben Pfeiffer. In the outfield, we have the Plummer brothers. We have Joshua in center. We have Caleb in right, and in left field, Emma Johnson. And pitching today is number 11, Lincoln Searcy. All right, let's see if we can get them out. 1, 2, 3. Up batting. All right, leading off is Leah Denneman, senior. All right, here we go. And here's the pitch. Strike. Swing and a miss. Our officials are perfectly. And here comes the pitch. Hit straight up. Chili, get out! Chili tries to get it. Is that ball fought? They're calling it fair. Okay, so Leah is going to get a single off of that one. I don't know if they're saying because Chili played it, but all right. Now we have up number 27, Cooper Morrissey. Rochester has a runner at first.
We need to stay off the playing field, please.
That's you, little man. Go. You need to get out. Fleetly flee, fly. All right, there we go. Okay. Of course, Rochester, best known for their deep left field, known as the Brown Chasm. And here comes the pitch. Ooh, foul tip. 0-1. 0-1, nobody out. Good hit by Clark. And Lincoln keeps it. Probably smart. Cooper Morrissey gets a single, advances the runner, so we have runners on first and second for Rochester. Next up is number 16, Tyler Woodman. He is playing it off the tee. Still no out. Runners at first and second for the Raiders. Gets over his head. Emma gets it. Thrown to second. But they get the run around. Good running by Leah. Excellent fielding by Emma Johnson. Johnson getting it into Matthew Sprout, who made a very good catch to keep it from being worse. But Leo was able to get around, so it's 1-1. Rochester still has runners on first and second with nobody out. Caden Wilhelm is up next for the Rochester Raiders. Very chill walk-up song for Caden. That's a swing and a miss, strike one. Strike two. All right. Oh and 2. Here comes the pitch. And that's foul. Nope, that's foul ball. Foul ball. Back to base. Okay. Hey. How you doing? Good. All right, so it's still 0 and 2. File under I don't really know the rules, and nor really does anybody. You get. Comes the pitch, and that's strike 3. One down for the Osseo Orioles. Strikes him out. All right, so it's one down. It is 1-1 at the bottom of the first. Rochester still has runners on first and second. All right, play is at 3. Up to bat, we have number 24, Alex Gifford. Senior Alex Gifford. He's playing it off the tee. One down for the Osseo Orioles. Excellent. Go to three. And he's out at 3. Excellent play by Ben Pfeiffer. Gets the force out at 3. Runners still at first and second, and now there are 2 out. And now potentially a big bat in number 32, Nate Barber. Nate Barber with also the chill walk-up music. All right. And here comes the pitch. Rashid almost catches the foul tip. Oh, that would have been good. Okay. Barber, 0-1 to Barber. Okay. Here comes the pitch. Okay, so we have a clarification. Rashid does get credit for that foul catch. So that is an out. They go 3 up. So they are out, but not without tying it up. It is 1-1 here in Rochester, Dakota. All right. Okay. Let's take a look around. Let's take a look at the stadium here on once again, we're happy to be inside on a rainy day. And let's see. So you have home plate there, and then you have the expanse, the brown chasm of left field. If you can put it in that corner, chances are you're gonna keep running. Deep Jim here today. All right, batting for your Osseo Orioles is Joshua Plummer. Okay. No, we gotta do. Yep. So Joshua will be heading off the tee. Braden Smell.
And for the Orioles, number 25, Judge.
Braden Smell. Hello, Braden Smell. Driver of the Jimboni. Thank you to everybody tuning in. Excellent work. Oh, and Joshua makes it safe to first. If anyone, the pitcher made a play on it, but wasn't able to pull it in. The pitcher, of course, in this position, the only one who does have to actually catch the ball for it to be out. So Joshua Plummer, safe at first, 0 out, no out, 0 out. Wow, no out. Emma Johnson at the plate. Here comes the pitch. Oh, popped up. Oh, and they're going to double up. They're going to double up Josh, and that's doubled up. Joshua took off too early, did not tag. So that's a double play for Rochester. Emma Johnson on the fly out, and then Joshua did not wait long enough to tag up. So that is 2 out. Promising start to the inning. Now we have 2 down. Matthew Sprout up to bat.
Now that the Orioles number 3, Matthew.
Matthew Sprout is up. Joshua is going to run to first. When you hit off a tee, your runner can only advance you to first, I believe. I think you can advance to second on an error, but 2 outs. Matthew Sprout crushes it to center, and that's going to be an easy single. Excellent hit by Matthew Sprout, putting it out in the outfield. And there he is. Good work by Matthew. All right, now batting number 16, Rashid Bea. 2 down. Runner at first. Rashid is up to bat. Okay. Can you get him out of the baseline? No, get there. Excellent hustle by Matthew Sprout. Excellent hustle by Matthew Sprout, beating out the run. Rashid Bea gets safe on a fielder's choice, and Matthew Sprout is safe at second. So runners at first and second. 2 out, top of the order, Ben Pfeiffer. Let's see if Ben can tag one here, bring some runners home. All right, cleaning up the position. Very good. Okay, here comes Ben Pfeiffer. Here's the pitch. Ooh, looked like it was out of his eyes, but they called that a strike. It's 0-1 to Pfeiffer. 2 out. Runners at first and second. Good hit by Pfeiffer. Oh, straight to Leah Detterman. And that is 3 outs. Halfway through 2, it is still 1-1.
I can't think of an halfway through. Am I up here?
I was going to say. The athletic director for the Rochester area schools famously always lurks in doorways and intimidates opponents, causes a ruckus. I'm going to pull back a little bit so that we can see a little bit more of the play. I know it's far away. Again, for those just tuning in, This was supposed to be horizontal, and I swear to God I set it up right, but hey, it would not be an Osseo Orioles broadcast if I didn't screw something up technically. All right, up next, number 2, Eli Yoder, senior. Bottom of 2, no out. Eli is playing off a tee. Good hit. Pfeiffer to first and gets it in time. Excellent throw. Pfeiffer to Bartlett for the out. That is what. No. Of course, the people of Rochester being very kind. No, go right on ahead. Don't worry about it. That's okay. All right, now we have number Michael Brown, number 30. Oh, crushes it off the tee, and that is going to roll. Michael is taking rounding second. This is going to be a home run for Michael. Absolutely crushes it. Home run for Michael Brown off the tee. Absolutely pastes it to center all the way through, and Rochester takes the lead 2-1. So 1 down. All right, 1 down. Next up is number 21, Marie Diffendorfer. Bottom of the second here, and it is 2-1 in favor of the Rochester Raiders. Solo shot home run by Michael Brown a moment ago. All right, hitting off the tee, and the runner is getting square. You move that garbage can into the hallway. Okay. Not gonna lie, I don't think the garbage can is what prevented that home run. All right. So Emery Diffendorfer hitting off the tee. 1 down. Good hit. Oh! To first, and got him out. That is 2 down for the Raiders. Excellent hit. Good work by Lincoln Searcy to knock the ball down, and Pfeiffer was able to pick it up and get it over to first. And I believe that it will take us to the top of the order. Back to Lee Dieterman, I think. Possibly. Oh, no, that's right. We have number 1, Sawyer Hansen, up to bat now. All right, here comes Sawyer Hansen, the 9th grader from Rochester, Mayo. Two down for the Raiders. Empty bases. They are up 2-1. Bottom of 2. Good. Get that over to first. Got him out there. Got him out. Excellent play. That is 3 outs, but not before Michael Brown knocks the Raiders into the lead. So through 2, it is 2-1 in favor of the Rochester Raiders. And the team having a quick huddle here while the other warm up. I think a chance to just. Yep, trying to bring everybody a little bit back together after that home run. All right. Okay. I believe it'll be Everett Olson. Everett Olson leading off the third inning for the Orioles. Good hit by Everett. Everett hustling. Everett's down to first base. Good single by Everett Olson. All right, so no out, runner on first. And up to bat is Lincoln Searcy. Nope, not now. Okay, so apparently Everett was able to take second on must be on that throwing error. Hold on, we have a shoe being tied here. Yep. Well, let's be careful calling this good sportsmanship. Ben Tomerdahl might be tying it into our coach might be tying it around his ankle or something. Good hit by Lincoln Searcy. Over the first, but that's a throwing error. Lincoln's going to be able to take two. And I think Lincoln stays at two, but that run is going to count. That run does count, so Everett's able to make it all the way in on the throwing error. So that should be 2-2. Tied it up. Up to bat now is Evan Bartlett. Ooh. Evan being very tentative in this swing. It's not like him. He usually swings much more free. Two to two. No out. Here comes the pitch. Good hit, but that's an out. That is an out. So Everett's got to get back to second. Get back to second, and that's a double play. Nope. I think even if it's a line drive, that's still a catch. Because she hit it right. You hit her right in the hands. Coach Jonah Pretty is arguing this call because, again, I've said it once, I've said it many times. None of us know the rules. It's bonkers. This is bonkers. Adapted softball is the Wild West.
Love it. Well, he'll be official. We'll start next year. He's in 6th grade, so they wanted to come see Cooper pitch.
Oh, sure.
Because we went to the same elementary school. So.
All right, so apparently that is going to be an out, but I don't believe that. If Leo was an out, then that should be a double play. Now we do have umping the game is Craig, who is the head of all of the officials for the Minnesota State High School League PI Adapted Sports. Batter's out, but the run was allowed to score. Okay. Not entirely sure why that is, but we're going to go ahead and take that run. So Orioles have the lead 3-0, midway through 3. Up to bat is a Caleb Plummer, number 40. Unless they're saying that because of how fast it reached her, that he technically tagged, he was tagged up. I'm going to go with that. Caleb hitting it down the end, and that is going to be a single for Caleb Plummer. Not a single for Caleb Plummer. Once again, in an effort to confound all fans, PI Adapted Softball has succeeded. Okay, next up is number 2, Chili Pepper Listman. Number 2 on his jersey, number 1 in your hearts. This is my son batting. Yeah, so. Excellent work by Chili, and Evans able to make it to first. Chili with the single, heading on down to first. Kind of reveling in his hit, but now there he goes. He's Chili, of course. So Chili taking the sports chair this time. So he's gonna good hit there, Chili. Okay, so I think there's 2 down. Okay, so yep, get 32 out of the baseline there, thank you, or Bennett will truck him. And okay, we have Joshua Plummer up to bat now. I believe it's 2 down. I missed it, 2 down. Good hit. Oh, and it gets through, Leah. Gets through. Chili's gonna make it. And Chili doesn't quite make it. I maintain if he was in the other chair, he makes that, but oh well. So that's 3 down for the Osseo Orioles, but they reclaim the lead, 3-2. So we are halfway through 3 innings. Your Osseo Orioles 3, the Rochester Raiders 2. Once again, I do not entirely know. Now, you know what? I'm not here to editorialize. I'm just here to comment. Do commentary. But if you want to hear my editorializing, go to my GeoCities blog. I can zoom in, but then I'm having to pan all over the place. So that is a little difficult. I can pan in a little bit. I can try, but right back to the top of the order for the Rochester Raiders. Leah Ditterman, senior Leah Ditterman. As much as the other chair, Bennett was in the other chair at the beginning, and then for some reason he has. I think because they wanted. So Charlie Brisbane checks into the game. Charlie Brisbane at second, Chili Pepper at third, Leah Ditterman up to bat. One of my favorite players in the state. But as her opponent, happy she's graduating. Good hit by Leah, and that hits Chili's. He goes right off the third base, and that is an out. Chili, there wasn't much Chili could do. It went tracked right down the line. It was like there was a magnet to his chair. All right, number 27 is Cooper Morrissey up to bat now. 1 down for your Orioles at the bottom of 3. Ooh. Lincoln Searcy killing a couple worms there just to keep all the ground dwellers honest. And here comes the pitch. Cooper getting it. Everett over. And just in time. Good work by Everett Olson to get it over to Evan Bartlett at first. 2 down for your Osseo Orioles. Excellent teamwork right there. All right, next up is number 16, Tyler Woodman. So here comes Tyler Woodman. And that ball goes foul. Lincoln tried to play it to get him. ended up being a foul ball. So that's 0-1 to Tyler Whitman. And that's going to get over to first, and that goes wild, and that's going to get him over to second base. Ball is out of play. All right. It's a decent attempt, but just a little wide for Evan Bartlett. So safe at first, takes second on a running or on the throwing error, and now we have number 10, Caden Wilhelm, up to bat. I love that we have like Sunday morning acoustic sunrise for player walk-ups. Nothing gets you pumped up like an acoustic guitar. Here comes the pitch. Gets it, plays it over to first, and that should be 3. No, that's 3 out. That's 3 out. All right, held Rochester scoreless in that inning, so through 3. It is Rochester Raiders 2, the Osseo Orioles 3. Going into the 4th inning. So once again, we have Christine Bartlett as bench coach today, assisting keeping the players in line. Ben Tomerdal, Jonah Purdy, of course. So it looks like leading off the inning, leading off the top of the 4th, it will be Emma Johnson.
They're just going to the bathroom.
Oh, no, it's all good. All right. Top of 4. And Emma Johnson leading off. All right, Emma takes ball 1. Ooh, swing and a miss. 1-1 to Emma Johnson. Emma Johnson, of course, swings with one hand so that her other hand is free to take on anyone who charges at her. That's a ball. Good eye for Emma. It's 2-1. That's going to be foul. So that's going to be 2-2. 2-2. Full count, 3-2. The count is full. No out. Bases are clean. Oh, and that's a foul. And does she get one more foul? I think she might get one more. Okay, I think there's one more foul there. All right, Johnson's still alive. Oh, swing and a miss. Strikeout for Johnson. All right, that is 1 down for your Orioles. And I believe next up is Charlie Brisbane.
Now that is the Warriors, number 5, Charlie.
And Johnson will be running for Charlie on the tee.
Here we go.
1 out. Good hit by Charlie. Over to 3, and Emma's able to run out. So that is a single for Charlie Brisbane. Charlie Brisbane takes first. And Rashid Bea is now up to bat. Okay. Let's see what Rashid can do here. Good hit. And I think he gets it. Charlie's got to hustle, but he got out on the fielder's choice. Excellent hit by Rashid Bea, but Charlie was just went too close to a person, so Charlie was not able to get to second in time. But good hit by Bea. Bea is now on first base. 2 down. 2 down to the Orioles. Back to the top of the order with Ben Pfeiffer. Good hit, and that's going to go foul. That was a premature hitulation. Umpire was not ready. 2 outs. Runner on first. Pfeiffer up to bat. Good, and there's the hit, and does not get it in time. And apparently I think they're going to send Rashid back to third, or back to second, I believe. Rashid will go back to second because the play was dead when they did get it to the second baseman. Oh, you're fine. Don't worry. And so Everett Olson, Pfeiffer at first, Bea at second, 2 down. Everett Olson at the bat. Okay, 2 outs. Here we go. Let's see what. There we go. Let's see if Everett can get a hold of one here. Good hit, and over the first baseman, but the outfielder was right there. Outfielder was right there and was able to get the tag in at 2 before Pfeiffer could get there. Excellent outfield play by number 16, Tyler Woodman, to get that out. Excellent work. Excellent work. So that we are midway through 4. Midway through 4, it is the Orioles 3, Rochester Raiders 2. Okay, up to bat is number 24, Alex Gifford. All right, outfield, be ready. Pfeiffer to first. No, not in time. Not in time. Good work, but the runner just bit the high, throws a little high pulled Bartlett off the bag. Safe at first. All right, up to bat now. Number 32 is Nate Barber. Nate Barber wanting to do some damage on the parquet floor. And here's the pitch. Pfeiffer's able to get it to second. Gets him out. So Pfeiffer gets the lead runner. Barber safe at first on a fielder's choice. So number 2, Eli Yoder up to bat now for the Rochester Raiders. Runner on first, and I believe one down, one out. Eli hits it, gets that lead runner again. It goes to King. Oh, doesn't go to first, but gets that lead runner, and that is what's important. Now we have Michael Brown, who last at bat absolutely crushed one. Be ready, outfield. Be ready.
If your son's not.
This is the gentleman who got crushed an absolutely beautiful home run in the, I believe, back in the first inning. First inning? Might possibly second. Okay, let's see what he can do here. Oh, tops it over to, and Searcy holds it. Searcy holds it to be safe. Michael Brown safe at first. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Runners on first and second with 2 down. Top of 4. Orioles leading 3-2. Rochester setting up their runners. Proper walk-up song for Emery Diffendorfer. I believe Emery had a very good hit in the second inning. Runners on first and second. All right, 2 down. Ethan Diffendover up to bat. We have a fan on the field. There's Ethan, and does not quite get it. Oh, tries to, excellent grab by, I don't know why Evan Bartlett is throwing it. Why was Evan throwing it there? Luckily, it did not cost him, but it is bases loaded. Bases loaded for the Rochester Raiders. Got to get... Ooh, Sawyer Hansen soy sauce, they call him here. Somebody needs to be at first base. Oh, I guess they're going to give him second on the throwing error and a run. So they counted that throwing error. Again, that's should be a lesson learned there for Evan Bartlett. No need to throw it. So now it is tied at 3, the bottom of 4. Sawyer Hansen, soy sauce, they call him. Of course, they call him soy sauce because everybody who knows him says that he is full of umami. Ball going to come in on the tee here in a moment. All right, runners on second and third with 2 out. So we just need... And the players just apparently do not want to listen to Coach. Coach Shonapri trying to organize his field players here. Just got to get the out. What? Okay, apparently he's got to be... Oh, if you're going to pull in a player, you got to push back a player. Okay. Here comes Sawyer. Good hit. Over to first. Safe, and they get the run. And they could still get the third base, but apparently no one was interested. Once again, not paying attention. Okay, apparently the man going to third did not make it halfway by the time the play was dead, so he has to stay at second. Sawyer is going down to take first, and that's going to bring us to the top of the order with Leah Detterman. Raiders have the lead, 4-3. Okay, we got to be nicer to our gym floors here. Two down, but the Raiders have been able to capitalize on with two down. Runners at first and second. Umpire calls time, brings in the third base coach. I believe that is head coach. There, of course. All right, two down. Runners at first and second. Raiders are up 4-3. And the pitch. Gets it. Go to first. Just get it out. Everett. Takes him out. Takes him out going to second. Good heads up play by Everett. That is three down. For a minute, I did not know why Everett was randomly running. Oh, thank you. So that is three outs, but not before the Raiders reclaim the lead. So through four, it is Raiders 4, Orioles 3. This broadcast, of course, brought to you by Brisbane Bail Bonds. If you need bail bonds, if you need to spring the clink, go to Brisbane Bail Bonds, available in Maple Grove. Also sponsored by Rick Taylor Ribs. Rick Taylor Ribs, available wherever you can get Rick Taylor Ribs. All right, up to bat for your Osseo Orioles is Lincoln Searcy to lead off the fifth inning. And the pitch. Good hit. Gets in there. And holding at... Nope, holding at first. Good hit by Lincoln Searcy. Up now, 41, Evan Bartlett. Let's see if Evan can relax his swing and maybe do some damage. Oh! Stubs it down, but it works out in his favor. Bartlett takes first, Lincoln safe at second. Do not throw the bat. Bartlett gets a little loose with the bat there. Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Up to bat now is Caleb Plummer.
Now at number 40, Caleb.
Good hit. See if he can get there in time. And he gets there. It gets through. And is that run going to count? And I believe it does count. Everybody is safe. Plummer with the RBI. Lincoln Searcy is able to tie it back up. Umpires having a consult here. But Lincoln Searcy able to get home. Lincoln is going to turn around and run now for Bennett Chili Pepper Listman up to bat. So it is tied at 4. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Chili Pepper Listman up to bat. Searcy going to run for Pepper. Evan Bartlett is at 2. Caleb is at first. Nobody out. Chili Pepper. About to see if he can bring the heat. No, last out. I don't think we haven't had an, I guess last out would be last inning. Oh, so Emma. Okay, yeah. So Emma's going to be running. Or I'm sorry, it's either Everett or Emma. It's Everett. Everett will be running for Chile. And I'm terribly sorry once again. The carousel continues to go around, and now Ben Pfeiffer will be running for Chili Pepper. All right. Okay, and got to move that chair so Chili Pep is completely in the batter's box. Runners on first and second, nobody out, tied at 4 on the top of the 5th. Okay, come on, Jonah. Jonah, come on. Just let him hit. Chili. Ooh, strike, swing and a miss for Chili Pepper. Just needs to keep his eye on the ball. Good hit by Chili, and that's going to be safe at first. Everybody is safe, and play is dead. Do they count it? Looks like they're counting it. Looks like Evan Bartlett is able to bring it all the way in from first base. So Orioles now take the lead, 5-4. Chili Pepper gets another RBI, and he's going to take first base. Good running by Ben Pfeiffer. So now we have runners on first and second. Caleb Plummer on second, and his brother Joshua up to bat. Chili Prep to haul butt, and there he goes, and no, it's got to come. You can't avoid it. But it looks like so Caleb's going to be out at third on the force. Chili safe at second, and Joshua safe at first. So that's one down. You know, it's never easy when you're running at a base and the person is holding the ball and you know you're out and you just don't want to be out. Hey, look, I get it. Now batting number 14, Emma Johnson. Runners at first and second, one out. Orioles lead 5-4. Top of the 5th inning. The pitch. And it's short. Okay. Let's see what they can do here. And here's Emma gets a good stop by the pitcher. He's got to get over to 3. Chili gets there. No, does not get there in time. Oh, Chili was working hard at that chair, but just unfortunate. He was pumping those arms, but Cooper was able to get there in time to get the out. Emma safe at first on a fielder's choice. Runners at first and second. 2 out. Orioles lead 5-4. The top 5. Charlie Brisbane up to bat. The Ninja. course, I'm partial, but full credit to Chili Pepper for absolutely pumping those arms, trying to get that big old chair over. Okay, here comes Charlie. Can you get him onto the baseline? Okay, Chili. What? And, able to get him, and that's 3. Oh, so close. Pretty is arguing it. But I think that's it's called out. Orioles lead 5-4, midway through 5. Work on the fundamentals, boys. Work on your throws. Make them nice and clean. All right, leading off the bottom of the 5th is pitcher number 27, senior Cooper. 10th grader Cooper. They're not saying boo, they are saying Cooper. Parker's got to calm his arms down or he's going to hit Christine. But, all right, be ready, Orioles. Here we go. Bottom of 5, 0. Again, 0 with the 0 outs. No outs. Lincoln Searcy on the mound. And here's the pitch. Flat, ball 1. Ooh, swing and a miss for Cooper. 1-1. 1-1 to Cooper Morrissey. And the pitch. Cooper's able to get it right down to first, and it spun away from Lincoln Searcy's hand at the last moment. Cooper was able to get there safe and in time. Just you have to fear a guy who's so confident that his walk-up music is "My Heart Will Go On." That's pretty special. All right, no out. Bottom of 5. No, bottom of 5. So, where is this one? Okay. Anyway, now here on my commentary. And, did you get it? Safe. Calls him safe. Oh, that was a close one. So excellent hit. Just gets over. He's saying, Pfeiffer's saying it hit his hand, but the umps are letting it go. So runners at second and third, nobody out. All right, got to turn the music off here. Gets him, and goes safe at second. Okay, but they got the lead runner. Excellent work by Lincoln Searcy. Calling him safe at second. 1 out. Got the lead runner though. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Oh, and up to bat now, number 24, Alex Gifford. So that is, I believe that's 2 down now? No, 1 out. Okay, 1 out. Got the lead runner. Good. Good. Go to 2. Okay. Someone's got to be backing up too. In case that. All right. Well, everybody's safe. Bases are loaded. Bases are loaded for Nate Barber. One down. Nate Barber up to bat. Be ready there, Orioles. That's it. Go to 2. And Ever has to hold it, but they're going to get that tie. They're going to tie it up. Everett did a good job keeping it in front of them. But everybody's safe, and they get 1. So Rochester ties it up at 5. Ties it up at 5. All right, bases are still loaded. Bases are still loaded, and it is 1 out. We have number 2, Eli Yoder, up to bat. Let's see if the Orioles can get out of this inning, only giving up the 1. Still 1 out. Lincoln, go to 3. Okay, so they get 1 run. All right. They're able to take the lead. 2 down. Runners at first and second. But it is now 6-5 in favor of the Rochester Raiders. And up is Michael Brown. Michael Brown, who homered in the first inning. And now, let's see if, okay, be ready, Orioles. Two down, runners at first and second. And all right. That is a stand-up double. Couple more score. They're checking this because Pfeiffer did get it, but it was not a fly. 2 outs. It is 7-5 Rochester. Bottom of the 5th inning. Emily Diffendorfer up to bat. All right, be ready, Orioles. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Good. And that is going to go right to 2, and they out. All right, out because it goes right to the second baseman. So that is 3 out, but not before Rochester. Not before Rochester puts a hurt on the Orioles in that inning, and they go up 7-5. I thought it was 8-2. Well, that one didn't count because that was on the 3rd out. So, yeah, so it is 7-5 in favor of the Rochester Raiders. They're doing a clarification on that double by Michael Brown, because it did, while it was in the air, it did hit Ben Pfeiffer's hand. I believe what the umpire is saying is because it was below head height, or it was low to the ground, it does not count as a catch. Again, I'm just speculating because, of course, none of us actually know the rules. No one does. The original rules for PI softball were written down in stone tablets and buried beneath a golden sarcophagus in the plains of Iowa. We can only hope to interpret the rules by what has been passed down, but no one has actually been able to locate the original rules. All right. Top of 6. Up to bat, leading off for the Orioles is Rashid Baya, number 16. Okay. Rashid gets... run, Rashid! Run! Oh my gosh. That would have been an easy, safe hit, but Rashid forgot to run. So that is an out for the Orioles. Lead off out. But that brings us back to the top of the order. Let's see if Ben Pfeiffer can get something going. Ben Pfeiffer playing a great game in the field, just not getting quite the bounces. Let's see if he can do something at the plate. That's a balk. But of course we don't do that. Oh, hit by pitch. Pfeiffer shakes it off. Let somebody check his arm. I think the first aid team is going to come out, take a look at him. Oh, they've given him the go-ahead. Ooh, swing and a miss. Swing and a miss by Ben Pfeiffer. 1-1. Good hit, and Pfeiffer's going to be squeezy there. Pfeiffer with a single, and he's going to go ahead and take 2. No, he is safe at 2. And now apparently he's going to take 3 and go home. I don't know what, not entirely sure what happened there. I think they're going to bring him back. Here's what's going to suck, is they're either going to call him out or, okay, they're going to make him go back. Aggressive base running by Jonah. He sees an opening, he's going to go for it. But Pfeiffer back to 2. And that means Everett Olson is up to bat. Runner at second base, 1 out. And there's Ben Pfeiffer over there on second. Look at him. All right, and Everett Olson coming up to bat.
Number 29,
Okay, and here comes the pitch. Good hit, gets through. Pfeiffer's going to score easy. Good work. Great single by Everett Olson. Ben Pfeiffer in, brings it to 7-6. The Orioles are within 1. Good hit by Everett Olson. Now up to bat, number 11, Lincoln Searcy. Okay, let's see what Everett's got. Or let's see what Lincoln's got. Everett's going to be on his horse here. Good. That's going to trickle foul. That's going to trickle foul. Lincoln's probably pretty happy that one went foul. Let's see if he can strain it up. Maybe pop it right over third base. Okay, here we go. Here's the pitch. Ooh, swing and a miss. That's 0-2 to Lincoln Searcy. Just got to breathe. Yep. 1 in, 1 out. Runner at first. Here's the pitch. Good hit. Oh! Out at 2. Great hit. Just excellent fielding by Leah. Leah's able to get the lead runner at 2. Lincoln safe on a fielder's choice, and now batting number 41, Evan Bartlett. Evan Bartlett, let's see if Evan can work out his swing. Oh, came a little short. I think Evan thought he could pull that one, but 0-1. 0-1 to Evan Bartlett. 7-6, top of 6. Orioles down by 1. Runner at first. That's a good hit, and that's going to be right to the infield. That's one of those that you just can't control. Sometimes you hit it great and it goes right to the second baseman anyway. It's all good. You know, second baseman didn't really know too much about it, but you don't have to if the ball comes right to you. He was there, he was ready. All right, Orioles back out into the field, bottom of 6. Rochester Raiders leading 7-6.
That's why I say it's in the middle. I'm not up on the
Once again, our obsession with the sport chairs. Charlie's going out in a sports chair now. I believe Sawyer, after making that play at second base, is now up to bat. All right. So it's a close game. I'm wondering if any of our bench players are going to get a chance to get in there. I think there's an issue with Sawyer's knee. If he is unable to continue, they're going to have to sub him out. Okay, what does that mean? Farts are funny. I don't know if you guys could pick that up, but someone shouted, "Who farted?" Sawyer not sure, so Sawyer is going to bat. All right. I think the emotion of, or not, maybe not the emotion, but the energy of making that play at second, I think we gave a little. It was a little overwhelming for Sawyer. Sawyer Hansen. They call him soy sauce because he makes everything taste better. Okay. All right. Bottom of 6. Nobody out. Leading off, Sawyer. And over to first, and that's out. Good play. Good play by Lincoln. Lincoln over to Bartlett. One down, bottom of. All right, back to the top of the order. Leah is up to bat. sure what that's about. I don't know if that's his dad or... Anyway. Okay. It looks like they're going to... Oh, they're just backing him in. Okay. So they're just making space for Sawyer so that he can get out of the field play. 1 down, bottom of 6. Leah, top of the order for the Raiders. A little flat. That's going to be a ball to Leah. So 1-0. Leah lets out a sigh. The amount of zen going on in this game. Good hit. Let's see. Pfeiffer gets there. And they're going to call that was above his head. So that is going to go ahead and be an out. So that is 2 down. Excellent play by Ben Pfeiffer. Bottom of the 6th inning. Raiders are up 7-6. Cooper Morrissey. Cooper Crazy Train Morrissey up to bat. And the pitch. Good pitch. That was such a good pitch. He was able to plan his strike call ahead of time. 0-1. Nope. That's going to be flat. That's going to be a 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Ooh, must have gone a bit. Must have been inside. 2-1. 2 out. Bottom of 6. Oh, and that's going to go foul. Okay, so Cooper stays alive. 2-2. 2 down. Bottom of 6. Up to bat, Cooper. That's another. Still 2-2. Still 2-2. And that's going to be a strikeout. All right. The Orioles get out of the inning without giving up a run. So that is 3 outs for the Osseo Orioles. So we go to the bottom, or we go to the top of 7. And it's do or die time for the Osseo Orioles. Need a run here to keep the game going.
At the end of 6, it's Raiders 7, Orioles 6.
All right. It's going to be the middle of the Orioles lineup trying to make something happen here at the top of 7. Going into the final inning. In comparison to Monday's game, this game is approaching lightning's fast speeds. Leading off the top of 7 is Caleb Plummer as they're getting Sawyer, the second baseman, into position. I think they might be. Oh no, Cooper's helping. I feel like there's some. No, they got everybody. All right, here we go. Let's see if Caleb can start us off strong. Good and safe, just makes it. Got him. Caleb slowed up just enough to make it interesting. Safe at first. No out. We are at the top of 7. Do or die time. The tying run is at first. Chili Pepper is up to bat. And let's see if Chili can at least advance the runner. Evan Bartlett is going to run for him. Okay, I don't love that Chili has to change his whole swing just because of this chair, but good hit. Oh, unfortunately, and luckily stays put. Just an out. Good contact by Chili. Just right back to Cooper for the out. So that is 1 down at the top of 7. And now it's going to be the other Plummer. It is going to be Joshua Plummer, seeing if he can help bring his brother around to tie this game. Oh, hits the tee. That is an automatic foul ball. And a strike. So that is 0-1 to Joshua Plummer. Runner at first. And go. And there it is. But that's going to be out. Okay, he is out at second. Joshua safe at first, but now we are down to it. Top of 7. This one is for all the Tostitos. Let's see if Emma can make something happen here. Keep the inning alive. All right, let's see if Emma can do something. 2 down. Runner at first. Emma Johnson. Swing and miss. 0-1 to Emma. And here comes the 0-1 pitch. 1-1. Good eye by Emma Johnson. 1-1. Once again, we are at the top of 7. Raiders are up 7-6. Orioles have a runner on first, but there is 2 out. And it is now Emma. Good hit. That is going to get there. That's going to fall, and he's safe at second. Excellent hit by Emma Johnson. Got it. Little hesitation by the second baseman. Allowed Joshua to be safe at second. That is going to bring up, I believe that is going to bring up Charlie Brisbane with 2 out. 2 out. Runners on first and second. Chili Pepper can't run, so it's going to be, it will be Caleb Plummer. It'll be Caleb Plummer running for Charlie. It's 2 out, everybody's going. Top of 7, Raiders are up 7-6. Tying run on second for the Orioles. Charlie Brisbane up to bat. And here we go. Oh, swing and miss for Charlie. Good hit. Let's see if somebody's going to get there. And that's going to be ball game. Got him out at third. It was a good hit by Charlie Brisbane, but just excellent playing by Cooper Morrissey. Gets the runner at third. That is going to do it for this ball game. Your final score, Rochester Raiders 7, Osseo Orioles 6. Orioles take a trip down, what is that, 52 we drove? Take a trip down 52 and come up a run short. Good game by Rochester. Good game by by the Orioles. But just not meant to be today. I believe the Orioles are back home maybe next Monday. I'm not sure. I don't have the calendar in front of me. But we will see you there. It's either going to be another technical glitch-filled broadcast away game, or I'll be on the mic doing a home game. So, all right. Take care, everybody. And from Rochester, we're signing off.